All right, so here's the new April 2023 Crate Club General Box. Just got it yesterday. If you're not familiar with Crate Club, let me show you right here. So it is a monthly or quarterly subscription service that sends pretty cool tactical style gear, survival gear, outdoors gear right to your door. And you can see there's a few different levels now, lieutenant, captain, and major. You can see the prices right there. The major is the most popular. And the version that I have right here, the general box, $399.99 every single quarter. But this box is so big, I decided to grab my phone instead of showing it to you on my camera just because it doesn't fit. Look how big that thing is. So let's jump into this. I'm also trying a brand new audio setup, so guys, let me know what you think and how I sound here, because ever since moving into this new place, I've had a problem with echoes. So I'm trying to figure that out. But anyways, I'm gonna put this on the floor, like I always do, just because the box is so big, and just pick out a random item here. And the first thing I pick out is the cheat sheet, I like to call it. I'm gonna put this off to the side just so I know what these things are. And the very first thing on the top here is called the Humvee Adventure Gear Portable Shovel. Now this is actually really funny because I live near Buffalo, and over the winter that just passed, we had a really bad blizzard. I'm talking 5 feet of snow was in my driveway. It was ridiculous. So I wanted to compile a bunch of gear just to keep in your car, just in case something like that happens. And I actually had to go pick up one of these little portable shovels. And here we go. Once again, I pull something out of a box that I just purchased. And it's almost like Crate Club is reading my mind, but just a little bit too late because I already bought something else. But let's check this out, the Humvee Portable Shovel. And I'll give you a look at the back of the box here. You can see some of the features there of the Humvee Portable Shovel. So let's take this out of the box and check it out. All right, cool. Looks like it already comes in a little nylon case here. That's perfect. Stick it right in my backpack in my car, and there it is. So let's just unfold this. So just so you know, I bought a Gerber branded shovel, and I just hit the microphone here. So I had to get used to this microphone being on the desk, which I'm not, especially with gear being this big. So this looks like the locking mechanism right here. So I have to twist it until that hits the head of the shovel here. There we go. And locked in. So the quality here feels pretty good. I don't know how it's going to compare to my Gerber shovel unless I get it out and compare it side by side. It still has the serrated edge right there, just in case you need that. Not sharp at all, but still very useful. And it also has a little prior right there at the very tip of the shovel. That could be useful. The handle here is made of plastic, but overall still feels pretty sturdy. Yes, I like it. So let's unlock this and fold it back up. I'll put it back in its case, and I don't really know which one I'm going to include in that wintertime emergency everyday carry video for my car, because snow is all gone. I'll do it this winter, but we'll see. So I'll put that off to the side, and let's pick out the next item in the box, and haha, zero tolerance. I don't know which model this is, but it's obviously a zero tolerance knife. And I collect knives, and I don't own many zero tolerance knives at all. Can't wait to see which version this is. Let me just look at the box here. It says the 0350 Black G10. So the 0350 zero tolerance. Oh yes, very cool. So it looks like black textured G10 scales there. It's a flipper. Oh man, look at that blade. That recurve style blade right there. Some nice jimping right there near the spine. A very stumpy pocket clip there that's not quite deep carry. A liner lock right there. And oh, is it assisted? I think this is assisted. Yeah, there's a little spring kickback right there. So very cool. So let's grab the cheat sheet here. Yep, the zero tolerance. 0350, made in the USA. Blade steel CPM S30V. Blade length is 3¼ inches. Close length is 4.6 inches. And the handle or the scales are made of G10. Like I said, this is awesome. I don't own many zero tolerance knives, and I don't own the 0350. So this is a cool pickup right here in the Crate Club General Box. And it also mentions that yes, it is an assisted knife, which is pretty obvious because you can feel that tension right there, that spring pushback And the blade is Cerakoted. That's pretty nice. But let's move on to the next item here. So let's pull this out. So Tactica M.100 multi-tool. So I am familiar with this brand Tactica. Last year I pulled out another multi-tool. It was a multi-tool with a bunch of different hex bits. I used it a few times. I just didn't like how the bits seated into the handle. And I don't remember exactly the name of that multi-tool, but I'll put it on the screen right here. But has a very similar box with that window that just opens up. I'm just gonna take this right out. I'll give you a close-up of this guy right here. As I read about it, it says that it's 17 tools in one. You gotta love this. The M100 is the quintessential go everywhere multi-tool. I love when people describe tools as the quintessential tool. The centerpiece of the M100 is its screwdriver, a magnetic socket that uses interchangeable quarter tool bits. Molded internal chamber stores 2 of these bits, which you can swap around on the fly. It weighs about 1.6 ounces. The material is composite 420C stainless. And the tool bits are a Phillips number 1 and a flat number 4. And then it has all your quintessential tools such as a bottle opener right there. So there's the quarter bit attachment right there. And it looks like those 2 bits are hidden right here under this little plastic piece. You have to pry this up with your fingers. And let me get this out. There you go. And you can see the 2 bits are just in there. When you find the bit you want to use, you have to put this little plastic piece back in there and it locks it in. So guys, I don't know. Once again, in theory, these are a good idea, but in practice, they just don't perform very well, at least in my experience. And I know I just pulled this out of the box, but I can already tell that this is just going to be something that I would probably never use just because of this system right here. But that's just my first impressions. I'm going to put this to the test and see how I like it, but I'm going to put this off to the side. Let's see what else is in this box. All right, next, this is Dan's Honing Oil, an excellent oil for use on all sharpening stones. Now, I don't really use honing oil anymore because I rarely use a sharpening stone to sharpen my knives. At least after I bought the Work Sharp knife and tool sharpener, that thing is fantastic if you guys don't have one. But if you're old school and still want to use a sharpening stone, they give you some honing oil right here. This is pretty self-explanatory. Let's move on. Another small item right here is, the heck is this? Battle bandage. Oh, it looks like just some gauze, maybe some first aid bandage here. Rescue Essentials Battle Bandage. The battle bandage combines battle wrap transparent compression wrap with a sterile 8x8 gauze pad, 8 inches by 8 inches. The transparent wrap makes it easy to see the wound while you're dressing and continuously monitor the injury. All right, very cool. So this is always nice to have in your kit or first aid kit. Looks like it's also made in the USA, 6-year shelf life, 5,000 PSI tensile strength. So like I said, this is always useful to have in your first aid kit. All right, next, this is the MNT bonded United by Nature. Looks like a fixed blade. Now, I am not familiar with this brand of fixed blade, and it looks like it's taped. Where's that 0 tolerance? All right. First cut of the 0 tolerance right here. Get that tape. I don't like when they seal boxes with that tab right there with tape. Just makes it very annoying to get into. And all right, comes with a little sheath and awesome. The handle is already wrapped in paracord. That saves me an extra step. Rarely they come already wrapped like that. That is very cool. And it looks like a desert tan Cerakoted blade. Some jimping right there on the spine. And the sheath right here has a little metal clip on the back for your belt, but can only go one way, tip down. Where is the cheat sheet? Let me read about this bad boy. The M&T bonded Alpha fixed blade. The steel is D2, an injection molded sheath. The weight is 1.9 ounces and the blade is 3 inches long with an overall length of 6 inches. And it doesn't say anything about being Cerakoted, so I'm not sure if it is or not. I might have to do some more research on this knife to see if that is a Cerakote, but it sort of looks like it. So I always love smaller fixed blades of this style, especially already wrapped in the 550 paracord. Now this looks like it could be compatible with a Tech-Lock mounting system. I'm not exactly sure. I had to grab my Tech-Lock out of there, but pretty sure it is if I remove these 2 screws right here for this metal pocket slash belt clip right here. But like I said, always love pulling knives out of the crate club. But let's move on here. All right, what the heck is this? All right, some twist ties, some Gear tie reusable rubber twist ties. If I show you the box here, you guys know what these are. These have multiple uses and are always good to have in your backpack, especially when going camping, just for anything. I already own a bunch of these rubber twist ties, not this exact brand, but you can see, just bend them. They stay in any position you put them, and they are great. You can see right here for just tying things together. You can see these are big enough to put around a small tree. What is the size of these? It says 64 inches, so I think it's just one. Actually, I'm gonna take this out. Let me just see. Oh yeah, this one's huge. I don't have one this size, so this is 64 inches. This is absolutely huge. So very useful. There's only one of these things right here, but still multiple uses, but it's still pretty self-explanatory. Let's see what else we got. Now it looks like we're coming to the end here. The last two items. So this one looks like a zero tolerance carrying case. Looks like a knife case right there. And then this guy right here, zip targets. Safe mobile range for all shooting sports. I'm gonna save this for last. All right, very cool. I have so many carrying cases for knives. It's not even funny. Most of them don't even get used because I store all my knives right behind me in that big toolbox. But wow, this is actually pretty nice. These are almost cushioned pockets here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pockets here. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, another 5 pockets on the other side. And man, these feel very nice. In almost all the carrying cases that I have, the pockets are just a single layer of nylon. This almost looks doubled up, and there might be some fabric on the inside. And then on this center partition right here, it looks like 4 more on each side for a total of 8. So it has 18 total pockets, and this come out, it does. Just attached by some Velcro right there, dead center. So this removes. It's like I can put it back pretty easy. Yeah, very nice. Some carrying handles. The zero tolerance logo right there on the front. So if I grab the cheat sheet here, read about it, says, yep, up to 18 folders. Well padded deep pockets, which, yeah, guys, these pockets actually feel very nice. Way better than almost every single carrying case that I have. The bag itself is a sturdy nylon with equally sturdy nylon straps, heavy duty stitching, and zipper closing. It's 13 inches wide and 7.5 inches tall. So I was just gonna treat this as a throwaway item, really, just because I have so many bags, but I could possibly use this just based on how nice these pockets feel. So yeah, very cool. This is a surprise to me. So I'm gonna zip this up, and I'm very curious about this zip targets target range, this mobile target range right here. So you can see it says zip range right there. And I'll give you a look at the box there. Check that out. So you can see how that works here. And I'll show you the back of the box. And you guys can read that. Actually, let me tilt up a little bit so you guys can see what comes in the box here, what's included. And then check that out. Does it come with these little targets here? This has the potential to be very cool, especially if it's a mobile shooting range. Let's break this open. I want to see what the heck this is all about here. So the instructions are right here on the top, and nylon carrying bag. And oh my God, look at all this. It's like some spring clips. It's like a little tool there to assemble it. I have no idea. There's a couple pulleys right here. And what's in this bag here? All right, so obviously this is gonna take some time to assemble, but wow, look at inside of here. So the string is right here. There's a lot of freaking string. Some carabiners, a couple straps right there. Dude, 3, 4 straps. And another piece, and then another piece. So guys, yeah, obviously I am not going to assemble. Yeah, the targets are right here. Let me get the box out of the way. And not very big. It looks like a 1x1 target, but still pretty cool that it comes with these. So once I get this set up, I might do a whole separate video on this item by itself just to see how cool this really is. So guys, if you have one of these zip range kits, let me know what you think. And check out in the cheat sheet here, look at that. It doesn't come with these little targets here, but I'll probably buy those separately. But this is really cool. But man, there's so much string here. How much string is this? It's 200 feet of 550 paracord. So 200 feet. It's enough for a 100-foot range. And actually, while I'm looking at it, it doesn't look too difficult, but it looks like you have a drill here that you use to bring it back. That's pretty weird. So like I said, I might do a whole video just on this thing by itself, but that's basically it for this month's Crate Club, guys. All right, guys, that's pretty much it for this video. What do you think of this quarter's general box from Crate Club? I would say my favorite items are obviously the zero tolerance 0350, this pretty cool little fixed blade right here. And I'm very curious about these zip targets right here. I don't know if it's necessarily one of my favorite items like the knives here, but it could be. It really depends how cool this is and how easy it is to set up and whatnot. And honestly, the bag was a nice surprise. I know it's just a storage case for your knives, but very nice quality. And of course, this little portable shovel right here. I already bought one in preparation for another video, but it's still nice if you don't have one to actually get one out of the box here. These have multiple uses and are very useful to have in your car at all times. Now, if you are interested in Crate Club, I will have a discount code for first-time buyers and a link to Crate Club in my description box below. But if you did enjoy this video, please give me that thumbs up. Please subscribe. And go!